going to introduce you one beautiful transducer. Okay, you have heard already Vinayak's lecture. You have heard he shown you some ultrasonic generation. He showed. Am I right? So it is a crystal basically. And there are some crystals in nature. They are cut in a definite axis. So in that crystal, when they are cut in a particular axis, and if you take a slice of that crystal, and if you apply the pressure on that particular crystal, it produces electricity. This phenomenon is called piezoelectricity. What is that? When mechanical pressure is applied on a crystal in a particular axis, it converts that mechanical energy into electrical energy. We call this as piezoelectric effect, and this tap sensor, vibration sensor, is based on that particular principle of physics, piezoelectric effect. Okay, so it contains quartz basically, which is naturally available crystal. Okay, so now I have taken the two leads from this device, and it's a single element. There are two names, tap sensor people call, or some people call it as vibration sensor also. So now I have used, when I apply pressure on it, it produces the electric field. So electric voltage. That voltage I am using here to develop here. So there is a quadrupler voltage multiplier we call. I am using one such circuit. Okay, it is called voltage multiplier. Exact name of this one is Cockcroft-Walton voltage multiplier. It is called. This is the first particle accelerator in nuclear physics. So one such voltage multiplier I have taken. It develops at 4 different stages, and I am measuring the voltage at the 4th stage of this quadrupler. Okay. So now please notice, dear students, this element, tap sensor element, is connected across this quadrupler. Okay, so now this 4 stage means 4 capacitors are there, 4 diodes are there. It's a beautiful electronic circuitry which gives me DC voltage only. Now please notice, almost the voltage at the 4th stage is 100 millivolt. Okay, I have short circuited the capacitor, all capacitors, and previous voltage, residual charges have been removed here. Okay, so now I can tap here, and make it 0, perfectly 0. Okay, so now please notice here there is no voltage. Let us assume there is no voltage here. So what I do, there is a quartz crystal here, I just tap on it. So small change in the voltage you notice. Another time I tap, small change, increase in the voltage. Tap, I tapped. So I increase the frequency gradually. Please notice how this voltage is increasing. Please notice. Okay. So I am just applying my mechanical energy. If you continuously hold it pressed, there won't be any change in the voltage. Okay. Only when you release that and then you apply like this, voltage changes. Okay. This is called tap sensor. Now I have developed voltage in perhaps I have tapped it for 10 to 20 seconds. Now voltage is almost 1.5 volt. Okay, so it is very clear. So now can you see an application in it? It's a beautiful demonstration of piezoelectricity. Okay, piezoelectric effect. Now can you see an application of this device? So now you people enter. This is an electronics laboratory. Every day hundreds of students enter into this lab and go out of this lab. Okay. So there is a foot rug there. If I make a matrix of these piezo elements, it is called piezo element, and then put it underneath, below that foot rug, every time students go and come, when they stamp their feet on the foot rug, they are going to create some voltage. That voltage can be taken or stored in a battery. Whenever you want, you can utilize that energy. Don't you see an application in this? Similarly, if such elements are made into a matrix form and placed on a road where many vehicles will travel, don't you see voltage is created, generated there? Huh? So it's a beautiful demonstration of piezoelectric effect. Okay, so I have continuously tapped on it and generated almost 3 volts. Okay, so you can have matrix, you can collect 2 such elements in series and then develop 4 such elements, 5 such elements. Okay, I have demonstrated this with only one piezoelectric element. Understood? So this is a beautiful transducer. So now I will give you 1 minute time to each one of you, and I want to see who will produce highest voltage by tapping this device in 1 minute. Okay, so before you start, once again, this is the residual voltage, am I right? So because of the previous tapping, the voltage has developed. So now I want to reduce that voltage, means you have to short circuit each and every transistor, each and every capacitor. It's a storage device. Okay, so now it reduces to 0. Please notice, voltage 3 volt has come down, below 1 volt it has come down. You have to discharge all capacitors. Okay, so it's a storage. Diode is a rectifier basically.